Hey y'all, how's everybody doing on this good Monday? I hope you guys are preparing for your Thanksgiving holiday. If you guys are cooking, I know it is not my turn to host this year, thank goodness. But happy Monday, child. Happy Monday. This is Thanksgiving week, right? Hey, True Black Cheetah, how you doing, girl? Hey, Nova, how you doing? Let me know if y'all can hear me, okay? Hey, Miss Angie, how you doing? I didn't see Miss Angie right there first. But anyway, y'all, child, like I said, I don't have to host this year. My middle sister's baby daughter is hosting this year. The only thing that I have to bring is the chitlins, which I have already started to clean. Uh, chitlins, some sweet potato pies, and of course the macaroni and cheese. Right? Thank you, Miss Angie. Those are the only contributions that I have to make. She is hosting at her house for the first time this year. They requested some chitlins this year. My nephew, my oldest nephew, always requests chitlins. All right. I don't eat pork, me or my husband, as much as we used to, but the babies requested. So, honey, I'm gonna be doing that. I've been cleaning them myself this year, cleaning them myself, right? So anyway, chat. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I checked in and out this past weekend, and the only thing is my BD was well, happy belated birthday, happy belated birthday. Hey, bird, how you doing? So the only thing of note that I saw was well, I saw a couple of videos. I watched a little bit of the men's panel, the men's drinking panel, because I heard people talking about it. Y'all know, like I said, I've been in and out. Child, I've been preparing. It is what it is, right? So, it was very interesting. I thought it was a good panel. I saw when I clicked in, I saw hey Tracy, where how you doing? I saw who did I see up there? When I clicked in, I saw KRN. I saw ODS. And I seen Lemon up there, with his fruity self up there with the boys, and he was quite comfortable. Okay. Now I didn't understand. Uh, I mean, you know what? I think that sometimes people tend to obsess over people. You know what I mean? And so at one point, everything was going good. They was doing their drinking challenge. People was, giving people cash apps, to take a shot and whatever. That was cute. Y'all, please hit the like button. Please share the video if you could. Happy holidays. Please hit the like button. I forgot to say that, right? Y'all know I like to get to 100 likes if you don't mind. I saw dreams because I was asleep. Right, right. You know what I mean? Though I have to go back and review, child. I have to go back and review. Right. So anyway, uh, I was told to click on when KRN started dragging Rico. I don't even know how it started. I was just given a timestamp, and what I found very interesting was when he was up there, speaking about Rico. I don't know if Rico hit the panel or if he was down in the chat. I don't know how that worked out, but anyway, it was a long live, right? So I was given a timestamp, and the little bit that I heard was, like I said, I don't know what set it off or whatever when Rico, but I found it very interesting when Karen, I guess he was a little tipsy, he was a little loose in the lip or whatever. And I heard Five Babe talking about this. That's the reason why I'm speaking of it right now, is because he was talking about, telling Rico to leave him alone and all this and all that. And he got more resources than Rico got and all of this and all of that. And I'm thinking, what does your your resources versus Rico's resources. What does that have to do with you guys going back and forth, right? And I also heard somewhere, and I found it very interesting. Um, I mean, I don't understand why KRN out. Hey, CMAC TV. I was, honey, he have to go to the depths. He have to go to the gutter with it, right? He started threatening your livelihood. He threatened Five Baby's livelihood over there today, right? Talking about she was pushing papers and she got more to lose and he doing all of this and all that. Honey, this is the beef sector. The only thing you got to do is roast, gag, and drag. You ain't got to sit up there and bounce up and down because somebody said your name. She ain't threatened your livelihood or in any way, shape, form, fashion, and neither did Rico, right? And so anyway, I found it very interesting. I thought that was very, yeah, you really we got to go that deep for real. You know what I mean? It ain't got to be all that. I mean, my God, it's the beef sector. It's not the end of the world. Okay, because you get dragged, it's not going. Y'all hit the like button. It's not going to affect your livelihood in any way. Like Rico can't. No, he don't have the resources that you have, and so what? Like, where we going with that, right? Those are, yeah, Doc's threats. Yes, you're right about that, true black cheetah. And I'm just saying, why you gotta go to the gutter with it when ain't nobody threatening the doc? Shoot, why you threatening the docs him off the rip? Okay, you make yourself sound insecure, like Five Baby said. You make yourself sound obsessive because you can't let Rico go. You can't let Nika go. See, this is mediocrity. This is like I said in the title, talent versus mediocrity, right? So anyway, um, he got hurt by the truth she told about him. Right. He seeks validation. The crew probably behind the scenes hyping him up. Well, I could agree with that. I'm me again too. Hey, Sir Vine, how you doing? So anyway, uh, I seen it. I wasn't impressed. You know, I thought it was really lowbrow and absolutely uncalled for. You know, but this is just my opinion. This is my commentary. I ain't gotta agree with me, but I'm like, oh my God, he got to go to the depths. See, one problem that I noticed with KRN is that he want in his mind, in his heart, right? He is a he is in his heart, he is on the outside, he's KON, right? But on the inside, he is like a Pizarro or a Ness, right? That is him on the inside. He one of them type of gutter helpers on the inside, right? On the outside he KRN, but on the inside he a Ness and a Pizarro, right? So take that what you will, right? But that's how I see him, right? It's just like when people used to go at some of the guys used to go at Five Babe or whatever. I was like, you know what? They really admire her. That they are Five Babe on the inside, right? If that makes any sense, right? If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't, right? Their alter egos are those women on the inside, right? So anyway, oh, and I did see, I'm getting to the point, y'all, but hold on. I did hear Pizarro's live, right? Because Five Baby did her live. She just gave KRN a little bit, just a little bit, call him Mega Man, call him Big Head, and all this and all that. Her regular drag, nothing big. Hey Miss Intel, how you doing? And I saw Five Baby say that, Pizarro was gonna go live next, right? So I'm over there listening to Pizarro, and she talked about how the Octavius guy was trying to change beef sector history. I should have put this in the title because I found it very interesting. I was like, what? Y'all know I don't listen to Lemons over there. Let somebody give me a timestamp. Y'all please hit the like button. Please share the video, right? And Pizarro was right. Why would he say that he started the beef sector? Why do all these people that don't have nothing to do with the beef sector originally, I always say that they come through Wiley. I don't understand it. What is her name? Uppity Unicorn says that she came through Wiley. And who was this Octavius guy? Hey, Jasmine FTV, talking about he started with the beef sector, talking about the Star Marie, him and Armand Wiggins. I think Pizarro say him, Armand Wiggins, and Wiley, right? And I'm thinking, Star Marie. He didn't break nothing off of Star Marie. That was in the. Does he mean the entertainment sector over there with Tasha K and him? Cause see, the thing is, a lot don't care who tell it. And honey, when that story broke over there with Tasha K, still in the interview from Mona Simone. So I don't know what the hell he talking about. But I'm like, what? By the time I got to I came to this B sector because I got creeped out actually by Star Marie doing a video in the graveyard. Okay, that's the reason why I left out from over there. So I don't know, and I never heard of an Octavius. Um, and Storm Marie came in 28. And my thing is, because I didn't even hear of Octavius till they started talking about Octavius and what's her name, Kiki, the girl Kiki, right? And the first time I heard the girl Kiki was over there on QB's channel, so I don't know what the hell he talking about. All these people trying to come in here because they know Wiley doesn't remember. I agree with that, Barbara, right? Hey, Patricia, well, right? So I don't know, hey, Lady Irby, hey, everybody that came in if I didn't say your name, hey. And so I don't know what the hell he's talking about. So Pizarro's right about that. Rewriting history, right? I'm like, oh, the nerve. And so also, Mother hit the pounder real quick, and he was like, okay, so he's saying all this stuff. Y'all know he lying, and y'all didn't get up there and say nothing. Pizarro said she said something. She got up there and say something, right? So she was playing the video, right? So my thing is, the thing is, Mother, what you don't understand is a lot of people, the reason why they get to change history like that is because they are new. Okay. So they don't know, what's wrong or what's right. That is why it is important for people that know about the history of the beef sector to let everybody know the origins of it, right? That's why it's important, right? People want to come in and take your spot, take your place, take over your sector, and they don't even know what's going on for real, right? So that is why, and then some people get tired. Well, we tired of talking about the history. No, hey, Dr. Soapy, the history is important, right? Because people want to come in and try to usurp the beef sector for whatever reason. Thank you, Dr. Soapy, right? And so I found that very interesting. I was like the nerd of this dude trying to come in here talking about he started the beef sector. I was like, what in the world is going on with this idiot? Is he drunk? Is he high? Like, what's going on? A lot of them wasn't new, just letting MLs lie on the beef sector. It is cringe. It is cringe, and it's very insulting. And it should be insulting too, because I've been here since the end of 2017, 2018, right? I came over here through the entertainment sector. Me, Nicole Tyler, and Mona Simone came over here pretty much at the same time after we left the entertainment sector, right? So like I said, I ain't never heard of Octavia, so I don't know what the hell he's talking about. It is insulting, and it also ought to be insulting to the. And I think the reason why they we didn't even care about the Star Marie. Right. I didn't hear when I came over here, I heard nothing about the Star Marie incident. Okay. Like I said, I was over there with Tasha Kane when the Star Marie incident was going on. I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? Is he confused? And don't he come from the conscious sector or somewhere like, well, why do everybody come over here and try to insert themselves, try to get relevance from the beef sector? And like I said last week, beef sector people, true beef sector. Right. I was offended too. I'm like, what? And then, Mother was like, huh? What I mean? I'm like, really? Like you do a disservice to the sector, but they want to change the history. They want to, I got 40 likes. Y'all, I'm headed, I almost got 50. I'm headed 400 likes, y'all. So you do a disservice to the people that started the sector, right? And they want to do that, in my opinion, because they want to try to usurp um the people that were here that was started, because the sector at one time, it was really entertaining. You know what I mean? And it's not that way anymore. It is mediocre, right? It is mediocre. And this is just my opinion, and that's how I feel about it, right? That might be when he found us, cause we were the B sector was already here when I got here. I would never call myself an OG, and I was around pre-pandemic, okay? When I came over here, I wasn't over here with the Larry Nelson stuff that I had already started. A whole lot of stuff had already started. Uh, 5A was still in the floor drinking her coffee. Sean Bradley and VS had already got into it. And I got over here after the call-ins was going on, and all of this and all that. But I had sense enough to go back and do my research. The problem is today that nobody goes back and does any type of research, and it's unfortunate because you make yourself look stupid to people like me. Okay, he said B sector was birthed due to him came into play. I don't even understand that. I don't even get that. Sean Bradley them been around since 2012 or something like that, right? I remember that, right? So you can't rewrite what's already been written, right? You try to change history, you try to whitewash it, and it ain't gonna happen because people have the people that have been around here forever, the people that know what happened back then are never gonna let you live it down. One thing I like about Pizza, she ain't scared. She might holler a lot, but she ain't scared. Like I said, the people that have been around here for a long time are never going to let you rewrite history. You're never going to take over the sector that way. You know what I mean? And so Mazzaro even admitted, that she played a part and let some of these fools come over here, right? Because they keep trying it, but it ain't never going to succeed. The beef sector is out, and Mazzaro included, is always going to play with y'all fools, get content out of you, and really pretty much they always, one way or another, they're going to kick you to the wayside, right? You're never going to get the support that you want to have, right? It's like it's never going to happen. You get you some support. You see somebody like Shakim, he gets support. They think he's funny and all of this and all of that. But as far as the acknowledgement that he wants, he's never going to get it. Okay, it's just like never gonna happen. And it's not only him. It's a lot of them. It's the Umar boy people. It's a lot of them. Like you did, they always gonna play with you. Okay, and then they gonna throw you away. That's just how it go around here. Like you're never gonna be a staple. You're never gonna be a staple because you never were a staple. Okay. Some of us have watched for years without ever dropping down. We know exactly true black, right? They come here to get subscribers and cash apps, and you got a lot of viewers over here. You got more viewers. This is really, in contrast to a lot of the other more popular channels, like people that have millions of followers or hundreds of thousands of followers. It's a relatively small sector, but as far as sectors that are mainly, filled with, everyday black people and, things of that nature. It's a small sector, right? But it's small, but it's mighty, right? And the reason why it's small and mighty, is because when it comes to the beef sector, it's because of the talent that used to be here. Okay, that is the reason why. And people want to come in and for whatever reason, and insert themselves and try to make themselves relevant and things that they are not never going to be relevant about. That's why when 2016 is when beef sector was birthed. Before then it was beef sector. Right. People started calling it the beef sector, but it wasn't called the beef sector at first, right? And hey everybody that came out. I was trying to read this. I'm gonna have to stop reading this so I can do my commentary. So anyway, I found it very interesting. I was like the nerve of this dude. Like, who is he? Like, boy, stop, right? Yeah, please like the video, share the video if you care, right? So I want to speak on that. And I'm glad Pizarro spoke up for the beef sector, because it's ridiculous. You can't let these usurpers come in here and try to change things. You can't take away the talent that was here, right? So we're gonna fast forward to Fly Babe had did a live previously, right? You know how Fly Babe is. She come in, she talk her stuff, she do her little dances. She Fly Babe. She done the stuff. Thank you, Dr. Selby. She done always done, right? So she did her little 1-2 on a couple of people. She did her 1-2 on KRN. Nothing, docs worthy or anything like that. Just really being Fly Babe, right? And so, can't keep my hands to myself. Hold up, let me read this in case I nothing else. Can't keep my hands to myself. Give me what the hell? Hey, Bastard B, how you doing? Was always right when it came to that. Wiley was trying to name, right? Yeah, Wiley was trying to name it the Section 8 sector. Okay, y'all please hit the like button. Right, I'm neutral. I'm neutral too. I'm neutral too. You know what I mean? But in terms of, the origins of the beef sector, there is neutrality that has to be involved because either you is here, either you're a founder or you're not. I am not a founder, right? Like I remember a long time ago when people started talking about the OGs and all of this and all that, a couple of people were trying to call me a beef sector OG and I stopped them. I told them, I said, no, hey, I am not a beef sector OG simply because I am not. The beef sector was already established when I got over here, honey. Did a little research, start going, and I made my own bones, right? I didn't have to associate myself to any channel or anything like that, because back in the day, you had to make your own bones or you wasn't gonna be respected, right? And so that's how I came in the beef sector. I came in, made my own bones. I done beefed with everybody. I done beefed with all the biggies. Five Babe, Mother, Sean Bradley, VS, you name it, I done beefed with them, right? And so anyway, that's how I made my bones. But can't never say I tried to clout chase. Jay Wilson can't never say I tried to clout chase or join a house. Back in the day they even had the houses and all of this. Like never been a house or nothing. I always stood alone. That's how you make your bones, right? And that's the way I am today. Hey, AK. Y'all please hit the like button. I got 56 likes. I'm on the way to 100. But anyway, fast for VS. I mean, Laura said VS. Um, Five Babe did her video. Like I said, she looked tapped on a couple of people. KRN uh called him Mega Mind, Big Head, and all this and all that. Not too deep, didn't threaten the docs, and just funny, a roast and a gag, right? Yeah, she did one. She talked about Ness and the credit card situation. She touched on it, drug her a little bit. She said she's gonna drag Ness anytime she want to, cause Ness is trying to be her, all this and all that, right? And it was, I think it was somebody else, but anyway, uh, after that, uh, it was really, after that, Zorro did her thing. So this morning I was gonna go live. Then I seen a notification where KRN said he was gonna go live. Right? I was like, oh, I know he gonna. I know. I bet he gonna respond to Five Babe or whatever. Right? And so, of course, he goes live. He starts going. His eyes all big. He jumping up and down like a chihuahua, pertain, as a chair. Responding to Five Babe. So here's my thing. Here- Here's the reason why I said this is talent versus mediocrity, right? So he got out. Now, Five Babe just gave him a little 1-2, right? So, honey, he done came all off the porch. He got props in the background. He got, open cans of, with coins in it. He got a cereal box. He talking about, her body. I guess because she called him, said he was a size 8 in a suit, and all of this and all that. She was talking about, how it's not about the it's not about the necessarily about the subscribers and the money or whatever. Sometimes people will be upset with you about your likability, in the sector, right? And a child of can was to shake the coins, child. I guess referencing the 50 cent situation. You know what I mean? I guess that's what the can of corn was for, child, with the coins in it, child. I don't know. Like I said, the nigga had props for Five Baby. She just gave him a little 1-2. Okay, I was like, oh Lord, he going ham, man. Is he okay? Oh Lord, did he have high blood pressure? Okay, it was a lot. It was too much, right? It was too much giving, right? So anyway, uh, child got a good little kiki out of that, right? Like, oh my God, why is he so upset? Because she just gave him a little 1-2. He threatening her job. You got more to lose than I got to lose. You this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. Then he shows a video, like he's really upset, right? Eyes all big, like I said. I'm like, oh my God, is he okay? Right? You this, you that, you look like this, you look like that. And I'm like, I disagree, right? Right, I'll recycle, and then you can't roast and gag for threatening to dox people. You can't roast and gag without being upset. You can't stand the fact that nobody is saying your name in general. You trying to say this girl try in the first place, no OGs in the B sector have to clout chase off of a new nigga. Okay? When it's a roast and a gag and a drag, it's just that, just a roast, a gag, and a drag. Okay, it ain't nothing that deep. It ain't the end of the world. You ain't got to get your blood pressure up, going up and down and all around. You ain't got to have your props. You ain't got to do all this, that, and the other. And I'm like, oh my God, is he okay? Right? Oh, he wanted to die. He threatened to dox her job. You ain't nothing but a paper pusher. You got more to look. You got more to lose than I got. And I'm like, oh, really? Wow. Why you worry about somebody and what they got and what you ain't got? See, that goes to Five Day talking about what you said about Rico, right? It ain't always what you got. It ain't all, hey, Truth, it ain't all about your resources. Why in the world would you ever bring up resources to somebody about Rico? I'm like, is he for real? And is it true? I heard somewhere that there was some type of argument or something said about Rico's boyfriend or something like that. I'm like, wow, right? And so, oh, I only need 40 more likes, y'all. Patricia, what about her daughter? Yeah, bringing up the situation, y'all remember when Five Babe said her daughter was short 50 Cent, way back, and she had forgot to pay the school lunch or something like that. That's what the can and the coins in the can was, right? I'm like, oh, child, it's so overdone, right? Miss Olivia, when did he say he would die? He didn't say that, he implied it, right? It was a threat. That's what it was. It was a threat. When he said you a paper pusher and you got more than you lose than I do, that is an implied threat, in my opinion. Now, like I said, that is how I took it, right? Because he always talking about resources and all of this and all. Don't nobody give a fuck about that. This is a beef sector. It ain't got to go that deep. She ain't threatening the doc shoe. Like, why we going there, right? I was like, oh my god, is he okay? Like, oh, I was shocked with everything people was doing to people when I first got here. And now I'm numb to it all. That means that I've been here for a child. Anyway, so he said all that, he got the props. What was I getting ready to go with this? Oh, now this is why I put in the title talent versus mediocrity. So he got props, he got cropped pictures of fire, he talking about her lips, he talking about this, that, and the other. I'm thinking, damn, he really came prepared, right? I'm like, okay, right. And then, honey, he wants to show an old picture of Fire Babe. Well, now this is talent, right? So evidently, I don't even remember this video. I didn't even see this, but she was mimicking Janet Jackson, doing Michael Jackson moves. She had the little glove down on her hand, gold thing down like a glove, and then she had the little jacket on. She was mimicking the Jacksons, right? And she was talking about Tracy. That's what she was doing. She was doing like kind of a skit, making fun of Tracy, dragging her or whatever was going on, at that point in time. I'm thinking, do you not realize that was talent? See, that's what yeah, he showed a video of Five. Yeah, it was an old video. I don't even remember ever seeing Five. I don't know how far down he had to go on her videos to find that video, but honey, it was way far down. Okay, way far down, right? And I was like, oh Lord, is he going there? And I'm thinking, okay, so she's doing a video, she's acting like, Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson, the Jacksons, right? That is talent. That was her making fun of, that was a roaster gag and a drag on Tracy. You know what I mean? And making fun of it while she was doing it. It wasn't that deep, right? Some of the crew found the video, and I can believe it. But that is, how old is that video? That video, why? Okay, so she was doing a parody, right? That's called talent. But you wanted to spend it into her being tweaked out on drugs or something like that. That was a parody. The beef sector used to be, people used to do parodies all the time. It was about 5 years ago. Wow. Honey, the beef sector used to do parodies over, like, you're right, before his time. That was a parody. Y'all remember when D. Ramsey used to do parodies? It used to be talent around here instead of mediocrity. Okay? That's what it used to be. So you want to find that video and make it seem like it's something that wasn't other than a parody. That's how y'all please like the video. Do I want you like that? That's what it was. I was like, okay. So that's Five Baby doing the skit. You know what I mean? It used to be much more fun back then. So they want to turn it into something that it's not. Okay? I was like, it used to be entertaining around here, right? Yes, it did. I was like, oh, this is so uncalled for. Is he okay? But there's all that stuff going on. All of that stuff, because Five Babe gave you her video, literally. Just go video for video. Right, I can't understand that hollering, yelling, Mike uses, right, threatening people, all this and all that. Why it's got to be all that? Because she said your head was big. Okay. He talking about the girl's hairline. We know Five Babe got a head full of hair, okay? When she put a wig on, she got to wrap up her hair. You know what I mean? Because we all, and why Truth? Why he don't like you, Truth? Because you be telling the history like it is. See, all of that is a cry, in my opinion, like Five Babe said, for validation. Like you feel some kind of way. You even feel some kind of way about Rico. No, he don't have a very popular channel. Yes, Rico come on and off and all of this and all of that. And like she said, if you really cared about that damn dog, you would have never did all. Why did you even do all that? Like you can't never live that down. Of what you did about Rico and that damn dog, and people still stood behind Rico. People still was more worried about Rico than the damn dog at the end of the freaking day, right? You a black man got another black man tied up in the court system about a damn dog. Okay? Now we know how this country is as it pertains to black men. So from one black man to another black man, why would you do that to him about a damn dog? Okay? That don't make no sense. You can never stuff like that you can never live down. The stuff don't make no sense. Talk about the real issues. And then you still over there trying to make, still threatening Rico. I got more resources than you got. Okay, so what resources got to do with Rico? You living in a da da da, you living in this. I don't see you living in the Princess Palace. Okay? Okay, you say you got your own business. Okay, you went to college. Okay, you doing okay. Okay, thank goodness. Thank goodness you not in Rico's situation. Okay? Thank goodness. What don't everybody know Rico's living situation, health status, and everything like that? The people still love him and ain't changing nothing. Right? Rico is submitted in the B sector history, regardless of numbers. It's true. Like Five Baby said, people gonna show him love. People gonna remember Rico forever. Cause Rico is truly talent. That is talent versus mediocrity. Okay? That is talent versus mediocrity. So you can't change it. See, really, the only thing you know how to do is come on here and bounce up and down with your big ass eyes, cuss people out, trying to demean women. Why are you so worried about Five Baby's body? Cause you I guess cause you said you were a size 8. Nigga, get your weight up. Cause she look fine. Everybody know that Five Baby is a beautiful woman. Okay, you can't diminish that. It is what it is. Okay, real women have curves. Okay, it's gonna happen, right? We know that she has made great progress since a long time ago. You know, and yes, she did lose her name, but that was no fault of her own. That was somebody playing games with her. And then Sean Bradley didn't even appreciate what's that man's name that took her name or whatever. He didn't appreciate that, and them two fell out. Okay, the man thinks he is better than the people of the beef sector. You are so rich, go to the rich. Yeah, why are you over here? Why do you have to make yourself seem like you better than everybody else? You know, to make yourself seem comfortable over here. Okay? You go from 0 to 500 for no reason, for a little bitty small roast gag and a drag. If you was doing content in the old beef sector, you would have run yourself crazy. Okay? They would have run you crazy. Right? You getting all this attention now because it's mediocrity around here. That's all. That's all. He really thinks all that screaming and twisting and turning in the chat moves people, right? He just looks unhinged. He looks absolutely unhinged. Hey, I need 20 more likes, y'all. Thank you, Dr. Sub. Can I get 20 more likes? You just look unhinged, and I am not impressed. Okay? I am not. That girl gave you a little bit. You gave her props. You started calling names. You started talking about the past. You know what I mean? He was here at the OB sector. He wouldn't get no attention. Absolutely not. And then you came over here and you still try to gain relevance off of other people. Like you said, your first live, your first interview was with James and Alice. You have never been entertaining. It don't matter how many props you use. It don't matter what you try to do. It still ain't working. And then you bully people. You try to bully people. You try to bully Nika. You still bullying Rico. Okay, you get obsessed with people and you try to bully these people, and they don't. And your people, your crew, don't tell you the truth about how stupid you look. I, I'm just saying. Then somebody give you a 1-2, you can't stand for nobody to talk about you because it drives you in fucking sane. Hence why you be bouncing up and down in that chair like you a chihuahua, a hungry chihuahua. Doing that to Rico brought him some karma. That's why he went so hard on Five. He is angry. Stop messing with the God. Stop messing with God's people. I heard that true. Talking about he been ready. Cloud chat. Child. Anyway, talking about this about your numbers. You get ready with the to get ready with me. Everything about ain't about numbers for everybody. Okay, I sure know it ain't. Y'all know it ain't about that with me. I don't give a damn. I come on. I'm not consistent. Okay, I'm not popular. I'm irrelevant. I'm not consistent. I come on when I come on. It is what it is. Okay, and everybody get a turn. Now you talking about your day done passed. You a has been pretty much. Everybody get a turn. Okay, and who cares if when she went away the numbers went to the numbers went to Pizarro, and then the other numbers went to you and there. So what? Who cares at the end of the day? Okay, you still don't have no talent. You still a mediocre. Your form of roast gagging and dragging ain't nothing but bullying and doxing. That's all you got. That's all you got because you're not talented. Okay, that's why you have to go there. And you thin skin. You got a really, really thin skin. Because if you didn't have a thin skin, you wouldn't be threatening to dox people, all of this and all. Yeah, now Sean Bradley has a battery in his back. And he has found his child, I guess. I guess. He gets upset. He go from 0 to 100 for no reason. 0 to 1,000 for no reason. I'm like, Lord, how long did it take you to get ready this morning for you to stage your response? Like, I'm like, really? You got to do all this? You went and found a box of cereal. You cut open a can of mixed vegetables, poured the vegetables, probably poured the vegetables down a trash compactor and put some coins in it or some rocks or whatever. Oh, yeah, Johnny Mac took her name, right? And you cause you had to do a prop about the coins, about the school stuff. How old is that? Was you even around when that happened? Lord have mercy. It's got to be all that. Then you had your little do rag on, your little house coat with your little wife beater on, looking funny looking. Okay, it don't make no sense. I think you really got upset because she was talking about your weight and how small you are. Okay, maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Maybe that's why you try to attack her weight. But whatever. You just made yourself look silly, to us people that's been around for a while. That's what I feel about it. You know what I mean? And I was like, wow, I'm not impressed by this. Why all of that? It's so weird seeing you bow down to. I'm not bowed down to anybody. I'm just telling like this. See, the thing about that is me and Five Bag, we battled back and forth for a long time. Difference between me and a whole lot of people is I don't hold grudges. Okay, I have never bowed down to anybody. I say what I say for as long as I say it, and then I'm over with it. There is nobody to bow down to. Okay, I'm not with nobody. I ain't never went to nobody's vacation. I ain't never been in nobody's camp. Okay, but if you call it bowing down, because I'm telling my truth, then I'll be there. I'll be doing it. It ain't changing nothing. I'm saying not nothing. Truth, you seem to forget. He and Sean take trips together. I seen him on that Vegas trip. I don't know what it is. And Sean Bradley is messy. And when it comes to him and Five Babe, it's everlasting. It's everlasting beef. Okay. And we know that Sean Bradley is the puppet master. You know, it's everlasting beef. It just is what it is. Okay. Child, right? Empress, that don't bother me, child. That don't bother me. Okay. But like I said, it's talent versus mediocrity at the end of the day, okay? Because I remember when there was talent in the beef sector, okay? So now telling the truth, yeah, now telling the truth means bowing down, I guess. I guess, child. I guess it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I don't give a damn. It ain't changing nothing I'm saying. I don't care how many crew members fall down. I don't give a damn. Okay, I said what I said and I fucking meant it. If you mediocre, if you don't know how to roast, gag, and drag, and you always gotta resort to threats, okay, then and your skin is so thin that you feel like you gotta do something like that off the rip, then okay, maybe you need to rethink your commentary. Okay. In that video someone gave him cause Five Channel that had her old videos on. Oh, is that channel gone? Wow. Right, he has no real talent. Not for real. He's mediocre. You ain't even roasting, gagging, and dragging, honey. You threatening. Okay? You threatening and you using props. That's what you doing. She used to do spelling bees with Tracy. That was funny, child. Yeah, I don't think Sean got nothing to do with it. But then maybe he does. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm still wondering. And why do everybody? That girl is cemented over here, right? whether she and everybody get a turn, whether you still want to call her the queen or not. Whenever she pop on, like Rico, whenever he pop on, mother pop on, these people are cemented in the sector. They don't need to chase clout. They are the clout. Okay? I'm still wondering who has KRN actually beef with to think he on top. I mean, nobody. Nobody, because nobody beefs anymore. For real, Jay Wilson gonna have a field day with this. Lady Irvis King Roman went on a trip with Sean when he beefed with that most hated dude. I don't even know nothing about that. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not concerned about other sectors because they simply don't matter to me. That's why I don't go nowhere trying to find out nothing about nobody. I don't know the storyline, so I don't go. I've been on YouTube so long. I ain't trying to find no new storylines. Okay, that's why I keep my ass in my political sectors, honey, in the beef sector news. That's y'all know that's what I do. Okay, child. You knew the crew finna come at you speaking. I don't give a damn now. Now, Pizarro, now you know I don't give a damn, right? We all know that the Oracle don't give a damn. The Oracle don't care. The Oracle go say what she gotta say. Everybody know that by now. The Oracle don't give a damn. They already know ahead of time that what the Oracle feel about, okay? The only way you can move the Oracle, okay, is to come see me, bitch. I don't give a fuck about no words. Okay? We go dust the KRN. Yes, he did. I agree. Questions, it was him dragging Brianna that brought people over there. Um, Even then he lied about her doxing him. Well, did he ever come out and retract the statement? Right, the truth hurts. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn. That's why he be on Truth Enterprise, because he can't stand the truth. Okay? He one of them I always want to fit in motherfuckers, like Five Baby said. Okay? Definitely lied on my bestie. He one of them, I'm never gonna fit in fully in the B sector. I'm always gonna be 2.0, okay? You don't even fit in with Ness and Pizarro, because really, technically, they not even no goddamn 2.0s. That beef sector. But Ness been around here since Craig with her ugly ass, okay? And you talking about somebody makeup caked on. It take her, that bitch got 50 shades of makeup on before she come out the motherfucking house. Okay, but that's your girl, right? That's you on the inside. Her and Pizarro is you on the inside. Okay? Yes, after VS asked him on mobile panel, he finally told the truth. Rejected. Child. Play with him and throw him away. Right? That's just how it is. I don't give a damn about no goddamn crew, him or no goddamn body else. I've been on here so long. I've been on here speaking my commentary since before I came to the motherfucking beef sector, and ain't gonna change now. Okay? All right. And I don't give a fuck who he done went and met and who he done did this and other. I'm not never meeting up with no goddamn body. Okay. The 2.0 sector been fake beefing. And out there very delusional. Not no goddamn body. Not never. Y'all know my stance on meet and greets and meet up, and I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna come out here and say what the fuck I got to say. Okay. I'm just saying. Child. Let's be using the mess out of her AI face, filtered. Oh, just shrink her face, child. But yeah, that's just tripped me out. I lied on Brianna Simone, jerked down. I don't know. I guess it's a troll or whatever, right? But after you found out that was her, I don't know if he ever apologized to her or not. You know what I mean? And the reason why he got his numbers up is because honestly, he went after the trifecta. Like I said, it changed. The trifecta had it on lock with their raggedy asses for goddamn years. Then he came in and they decided to lift him up. Now it's his turn. Before all of them, it was 5A. She went away. You know what I mean? Oh, he didn't apologize. Oh, wow, he didn't never apologize. Wow. Okay. He claimed he's in court with his true doxer. But that's been over. Yeah, that never came about. I never did he even ever say who the true doxer was? So you be leaving stuff hanging. Your storyline is lacking, honey. Okay? Your storyline is lacking. All right. So before you come, oh, by the way, and use TMO. Don't forget, then the TMO thing. You know what I mean? And then what was that he was saying about women with saggy titties over there on remind him of his honor. Something like, why is you worried about women's bodies? and have their body shape. You ain't never gonna have no titties sagging a motherfucking knot. Okay? You ain't never gonna have to worry about nobody's waistline or no slit in their back. You know what I mean? No crease in their back. She got a crease in the back because she got a big booty. That's what that mean, right? Oh yeah, he did say it was somebody in his real life that he worked with. I thought it was an old boyfriend or something like that. That's what I thought. Child, it's just been so many people. At the end of the day, I don't think you know who did it, right? But if you to the point to what you see, here's the thing. Here's the problem, right? He said he was talking. Oh, he was taking him to court, but we haven't heard anything. Yeah, it just went by the wayside, right? He told people it was Juan Key Pro, but Juan Key came out and checked his A and said it was lies. Child, just blaming everybody, right? That's probably a lie too. I agree. Rico was popping. Rico was popping and disposing KRN so bad nobody knew. Um, KRN so bad nobody knew her was abandoned by his mom until he told Rico. Rico has all the KRNT. Oh wow, but I mean maybe that's what it is. Like I don't know, but I mean to get obsessed and just like overly excited about somebody giving you a little one to it ain't got to be all that. Okay. Everybody around here done call me everything but and including a child of God. I don't give a fuck. It's just words. Okay, it's just words. Just like when I said on the video I did last week when Kiki hit the panel, and Miss Paulette, got really upset, and Kiki even said, "I'm not gonna dox her people for real. I'm just messing with her." Right? It's just words. And Kiki don't even. I'm talking about the boy Kiki. Now you don't even go there with nobody until you keep poking and you keep poking and you keep poking. And then he'll finally, go there. He just messy. That's all. Folks just take it too far. Sometimes people take it too far. Some stuff don't have to be all that, right? It just need to be the roast and the gag and a drag. If you want to come out and drag the woman back or attempt to drag the woman back, okay, do that, but don't threaten her livelihood. Okay. Brianna clearly hurt his feelings, and he flat out lied on her, and never seen any smoke from that. I mean, that's par for the course because they decided to lift him up with his born ass. Okay, KRN hasn't been properly doxxed and exposed yet. I don't like doxing, but he hasn't faced the real BSEC. Well, I don't know if he faced the real BSEC yet, but I hate that he lost his that job that he lost behind beef sector and his freak Twitter and all of this and all that. You know what I mean? And I think that might have did something to his mentals. You know what I mean? But like he did to Jay Wilson, right? You had all and a what is that guy Ghetto? All these people losing jobs that are very career oriented. Uh, uh, who you talking about, True? That are career oriented. I don't make you rethink what it is that you're doing. Instead of that, you just keep going and going and going and threatening. Just decide to become one of those types of people. You know what I mean? That don't make no sense, in my opinion. It's just very low brow, and it's not even humorous at all, in my opinion. Y'all please hit the like button. That'll get to 100 likes. But I really want to come out here and say that. I don't think I had too much else. I don't know what else I heard, but I was just really, I was like, wow, he doing all this like he really came off the porch. And Fat Babe just gave him a little bit. Ain't nobody scared of you. Should have asked you to be scared of her. Okay? All these people losing their good gas over the beef sector. Ain't that something? I'm like, oh my God, like what is that about? Like it really, you need to rethink what's going on. You got an anger issue. You got some kind of, we all around here. When you come to the beef sector, we all got something going on in our head, right? Whether you want to admit it or not. But he is very angry. He's a very angry young man. Perhaps, yeah, he gave him 1%. You know what I mean? And he all got props and bouncing up and down and eyes all big. And I'm like, oh my God. Is he gonna come through the screen? Like, what is really going on? And that's just the truth. Yep, instead of disassociating, they dive in deeper. It's just ridiculous. Like, I don't understand it. Like, I'm not never gonna understand that type of mentality. Like ever. Because these are just words on here to me. I don't give a damn about nobody words coming out of their mouth, okay? What do Jay Wilson call it? You have to be Emotional intelligence, ain't that what even though he's not emotionally intelligent all the time. And did Lovely Love and what's her name finally have the cornbread challenge? Child, I don't know if they did or not. Y'all only need 7 more likes. Yeah, help me with 7 likes, but y'all get out of here. And said rejection again. You know what, Truth? Maybe you know what? The acceptance, the rejection, and all of that. Yeah, yeah. Maybe that's what the anger is. That's what the anger with certain types of black women are. Maybe that's what that's for. You know, but it's very interesting. Hmm. Very much so. It's very interesting to me, you know. And you shouldn't be so thin skinned. You come on here, you play this, and then another thing, when you go on the channel, when he was over there on Shamar's channel, I couldn't hardly hear what he said because he couldn't seem to get his mic right, and all of this and all that. And sometimes when he got his sound going over there playing the music and all this and all that, the sound going in there, why don't you focus on getting your sound right? Okay, focus on that for a while. Okay. Reject that bad sound that you got going on over there. Okay? Why your people won't tell you to fix your whatever the system that you got over there? Okay? I'm just saying, then when you hit links, you want to drag people and talk about people, can't nobody even hardly hear your response. Like you can't never get your mic right. Do you have bad internet connections or something? I'm just confused. I just would really like to know what's going on. Of course, we can hear you clearly on your channel, and that's cool. But what about when you hit somebody else's panel? You know, and then he always talk about I love it. Sometimes I'm trolling this, and sometimes I'm trolling. I don't see it that way as trolling at all. I see it as you participating. Okay, especially when it comes to women. All right. I was like, child, I just don't understand. But anyway, all that energy that is given her only lets me know that he still looks up to her, like her needs to take her down. Child, ain't nobody taking nobody down. People just choose to leave, but they choose to stay. Okay. Child, people that don't matter, you don't give. Right. If you don't, I need 5 more likes. Oh my God, I just need 5 more likes. If you're not worried about that person, why are you trying to take them down with props and threats and everything else? And old ass reads that happened years ago and if you're not worried about it, why are you so upset every time she come on and call you Megamind? I'm trying to make it make sense. That's all. Like I said, talent versus mediocrity. It's like it's never gonna change. Never. You come over here hollering and screaming and putting that bass in your voice as much as you can, and acting like it's moving somebody, but it ain't moving us real, people that's been around for a long time. It ain't moving nobody. It's just making us laugh at you and do videos like this. That's all it's doing. It really ain't moving nobody. Do you think you moving her by you bouncing up and down that chair with your eyes bugged out your head? And you got to go downstairs and get props and pour vegetables down the trash compactor to put coins or change in it and all of this and all that. No, 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 no. See, that was your version of doing a skit like that version you showed of 5A doing that skit or that parody. That was your version of with your little cans and stuff. So you want to try to compare that, okay, with what she was doing with Tracy, and you knew that was her over there doing a parody or a skit concerning, her making fun of Tracy and what Tracy had said about her back then. Like I said, I don't even remember that video from years ago. Somebody said earlier that was 5 years ago from an old channel. You want to turn that around to what she tweaking and all of this and all of that. I'm like, what? Can't you tell it's a parody? See, when you ain't talented, I guess you don't realize, but I think you realize because you're very smart. You just want to turn it around to what you want to turn it around to, but it ain't changing nothing. Okay. Hey, Cloud, how you doing? Oh, I got my 100 likes. Thank you, Dr. Soul P. Call say 5 away from 100, Auntie. Part of my manners. Good afternoon to you, Cloud. Yeah, and thank you guys so much for the 100. And be part of the replay game if you came in late. But yeah, the whole thing was just, I got a good little Kiki. I was like, look at him. Look at little Roman News over there doing his thing, child. Getting all upset. Get ready to blow a gasket. Because Five Babe said his head was big and he had to put a slit in the back of in his sweater to fit his big ass head through it. I was like, oh, when you look at him, child, make it make sense. He playing Pictionary over there with the picture of the lips and the this, that, and the other, and the picture of the glass. I mean, like he just gave it out to her at one, just full speed ahead over a couple of minutes of a little light roast and a little light gas, right? I was like, oh Lord, he done put it all on the line for us. Lord, he brought out old videos talking about old tea, just a lot. Just for a little. I'm like, oh my God, I bet she got a good little kiki out of that. I would got a good little kiki out of all that damn energy. Okay? I was like, oh, you overdoing it. It ain't gotta be out. Baby, slow down. Calm down. The girl ain't even off the porch. The girl ain't even opened the door to get on the porch. Okay? And you done pulled that out and stopped. If she ever, I don't even think I make it so bad. He don't even say if Five Babe was talking to him on the phone talking about nobody like me. You know, if she did say that, it's the truth because at one point in time nobody did like her around here. Okay? So but you felt like you want to cozy up because you want to fit in, so you got her phone number, you was calling and talking to her on the phone. Okay. That says more about you than it does her if people really paying attention. Okay. I think she's laughing at him too, because it was like, oh my God. It was a good little kiki. Why I be laughing at him too. I mean, like, oh my goodness, really? This what we doing? I just gave you a little one too. I was like, wow. I mean, he done pulled out all the stop shot. I like, oh, child, what is he doing? Is he okay? Child, like they say in the country, God bless the God bless his little heart, honey. I was like, oh Lord, is he okay? I couldn't get over it. Oh, child. And to be coming at Rico like that, I'm like, oh my God, right? And every time I mention Rico, not Rico, but every time Nika, I don't even know, I don't even know what she said about him. You know what I mean? But he had to throw that up and do this, play that song that he made or whatever. That was his response to Nika, and I that was like because this I guess that supposed to be his big one too. Child, it's Nika. Okay, it's Nika. It's just Nika. Okay, why are you even worried about what Nika got to say? Like, what is the mentality behind that? I'm like, child. Oh yeah, you know, but you know she tickled about it. Absolutely, she was just poking with him. Like what he said on that, you kept poking, you just kept poking. Okay, she's just poking with you. That's all. People be playing with you, boy. They don't take you seriously. Like for real, they don't. Bye, she don't take you seriously. Child, all there was an old monster five baby, right? Right? She cloud chasing off of me. She want my numbers. She this and that. You got this, that, and the other, and to get ready with me. You just blah blah. This. She know what she got to do if she ever wanted those big numbers again. Hey, Miss Dovey, how you doing? He playing victim, but he can't never be a victim. Okay, he can only be a victimizer. That's why he come out here and threaten people. Okay, with doxing them and stuff. He can only be a victimizer. He can never be a victim. All right? That ship has sailed. Okay? That ship has sailed. And he really gets coddled around here, honestly. And it really just be making them seem like, I guess because they don't know talent versus mediocrity. Okay, so they make him seem like we know that we be seeing people, these subscribers blowing people heads up, because somebody got to say something around here, some type of entertainment. So it is what it is. Okay, but as far as him wanting to fit in with the old beef sector, like it's never gonna happen. Like you're not talented, you're mediocre. Okay. And the props would go out better if you wouldn't come across so agitated. You know what I mean? So if you want to do a parody or mock a parody or something like that, you shouldn't come across so agitated. You know what I mean? Like so absolutely bothered. That's why they don't translate. Okay? You got people down in your chest saying, oh, this and all that, and oh, what I walk into, and blah, blah. You walked into mediocrity, and this is just my opinion. I said what I said, and I ain't changing it. I don't give a damn. Okay? The eyes don't lie. Them eyes be about to bug out of his head. I was like, oh, Lord, is he okay? I'll be like, baby, is it really that serious? Like, oh my goodness. But anyway, y'all, I done did my hour. I'm about to. Oh, and I heard a little bit of Deanna's chat this morning, and she was talking about some video about the women in the church. Laying hands on this little girl because she said something about, her stepmama. She could talk to her stepmama better than her mama. You know what I mean? All I had to say about that, Deanna, is I dropped down in the chat. It's because those same mamas ain't doing what they supposed to be doing. That was my answer to you, Deanna. And nobody don't. It ain't nothing but demons in the church these days. That's all. Maybe that's why they was acting like that. And those mamas that did that to the little girl, they are neglectful as well as that woman. That's what I want to say about that, Deanna. But I had came in late. But anyway, I guess that's all I got, honey. I got a good little kiki out of Five Baby Chat. I got a good little kiki out of KRN's response. Because he is going to be eternally bothered. Every time that woman bring up his name, it goes all over him. Why it goes all over him, I don't know. But he really needs to calm down and take it with a grain of salt like she do. Ain't nobody trying to go on full throttle on you. See, the thing about the beef sector is those days are gone. We will never, ever, ever again see those organic type of beefs anymore. Unfortunately, those days are gone. Because the founders are laying low. That they've moved past it. You gotta grow every once in a while. I don't have nobody to beef with it. Ain't nobody to beef with. You just come out, say what you gotta say, cuss a heifer out, go about your business, do your commentary, and move it right along. Ain't nobody even on that type of time no more. Okay, well you gotta be upset and hold grudges for years and years and years. It ain't gotta be all that. Not in my opinion. This is just me. Hey, the Be Sexy Podcast. Hey, Meet You Black. What he's trying to do is 5 years ago. She is over it. She has moved on. She drops when she feels like it. Absolutely says what she says. That's it, and that's right. People have grown. Ain't nobody got time for all this every single day. No more. Okay. That's why I'm not. And I wish I could be more consistent. But honey, life happens. You know, life happens. People move on, right? You trying to relive something or reenact something that is no longer there, and you're doing a very bad job of it, in my opinion. Yep, a majority of the original pages are gone, so they can't see how comedic it used to be over it. Right, it used to be very entertaining. Yeah, they have nothing to compare it to. Exactly, it's just mediocre around here these days. Okay, it's panel discussions. Every once in a while, you can't get blood from a turnip party, right? So every once in a while, you get a good panel discussion to speak on and all this not. But as far as entertainment, the parodies and stuff like that that used to happen when the beef sector was on and popping and very entertaining. When it was intact, it'll never be that again. That's why I said it's so important. For people like Truth Enterprise and Pizarro did it, and Mother's still here. Y'all know I tell you the history as far as I know it. For people to not let that history go by the wayside, and not let these mediocre motherfuckers coming over here, not just KRN, the Umar boys and the black sector and the whoever sector come over here and try to usurp some shit. Okay, it don't go that way. All right. I would love to know the backstory of why that little girl said that. Yeah, I can only assume that her mother. See, when she said that, that is why some kind of young people that they go to themselves, for try to get guidance. It's because they don't have it at home. And when you're another kid, trying to tell another kid what to do, it always ends badly. You know what I mean? Because the mother's not on her job. My question was, where was her mother, and why wasn't her mother up there protecting her from the people? Tell me something, they're gonna pray a demon out of her. I'm like, what? That don't even make no sense. I can only assume that her mother is trying to parent her, and her stepmother is trying to be her friend. But I'm assuming, I mean, I guess, but all young people, you have to be accessible. You know what I mean? Like I told y'all a long time ago, when my nieces, they're grown now, but when they was teenagers, they used to come to me with some cringe stuff. Okay, I had to keep a straight face. Some of the stuff they was asking about, I didn't even know, honey. I had to do some research on it so I could come back and give them some advice, okay? Because these young folks these days, they do a lot, okay? Same way with my great nieces and nephews. But you have to, I am the auntie that you could tell anything to. I got your back. You ain't got to be shy to tell me nothing. I'm that type of auntie because I want them always to be able to, come and get the advice and protection from an adult. I'm that type of auntie. You tell me anything, okay? I'll keep a straight face and I try to work it out. That's the only thing I can do. Aries or the stepmom is more open and listen. Yeah, or the step. Yeah, yeah. She feels you have to make yourself these kids feel comfortable. You know what I mean? Hey, Miss Creole. Hell, cousin Brandy. Oh, they doing just fine. You know, she don't even come on the B sector no more. She don't even do nothing like this no more, Cloud. But she doing fine. You know, Jabari is in college now. He plays college ball now. And so yeah, y'all. But that's all I got. I'm gonna go back in here, child, and try to finish cleaning these dang on chitlins, okay? Cause I promised it to him, but at least I don't have to. At least I don't have to host this year, so that means my house won't be torn apart from top to bottom. Okay. I just cook what I gotta cook. Like I said, I'm cooking the chitlins, the mac and cheese, of course, and some sweet potato pies. But take it over to my niece's house, and we're gonna have dinner over there this year. Thank God. But the young women, they need a turn. It's time for them to step up, and that's what they're doing. I'm really happy with them. You know. Really takes a load off of me not to have to cook everything but a few things. But you best believe by the time Thursday morning comes around, we're gonna be packed up and ready to go, child. Packed up and ready to go. For me, it's more. For us, it's more about celebrating. Our family and keeping up with tradition, not necessarily celebrating what they call Thanksgiving. Giving thanks for our family and our elders. I mean, and our ancestors. Not talking about the Indians and the this, that, and the other, all that whitewash history. No, black folks. We love any reason to come together, and that's what we do. That's the way we do it. You know what I mean? We give thanks for each other. We give thanks to the Most High Creator. You know what I mean? We give thanks to Jesus. You know, and all of this and all of that. So that's what we do. He is Cloud. I don't know if yeah, I have been. I talked about it a couple of times. Yep. Yep, he's doing SEC. Yep, he was going to a HBCU, and then he rethought that because of the endorsements that they can get now. They can get paid now. The NA was the NHI, the NIL, whatever those deals are. So he decided to go SEC. He doing okay. hmm I pray that he continues to do okay. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. You guys enjoy your Monday. You think it's the best conference, C Mac? Well, honey, he doing SEC. He ain't too far away from home, and that's a blessing. I can drive to where he is. I don't have to fly. You know what I mean? I got to take a train. Okay, I can just take an automobile. Okay, one of the top conferences in the country. Yes, and just the NIL. Yeah, that's why he rethought. He rethought. I'm sorry, going HBCU, and he decided to do SEC. You know what I mean? Oh, you went to Auburn, C Mac? All right, okay. You have a great day too, Meet You Black. But like I said, yeah, I just had to come over here and give my share my thoughts on what I saw. Didn't see everything this weekend. If I left anything out that was of importance, y'all gotta excuse me. Y'all know I'll be in and out. Y'all, the top two are the SEC and the Big Ten, right? Right? You're right about that, Cloud. And so, yeah, that's all I got. Like I said, I'm gonna go back here and finish cleaning these chitlins. Who Lord Jesus. Oh Lord. See, the thing about chitlins, they cost so much these days. You have to buy them a little bit at a time. I got a big family, right? and a lot of them in this family like the chitlins. So you got to buy a couple of buckets at a time, okay? Because honey, I've been freezing. I done had buckets in the deep freezer, okay, waiting for Thanksgiving, okay. So I got some buckets to clean. All right, but that's okay. I do it. I do it. There used to be a lady around here. I think she passed away. She used to clean the chitlins for $5 a bucket. $5 a bucket. But I don't mind it. I don't, sometimes I get the pre-cleaned. And even though they say they're pre-cleaned, you still got to, get them boo-boo pockets up out of them. You know what I mean? Soak them. I soak them in some little Martin salt. You know, rinse them out. Soak them in some Martin salt. Again, rinse them out. Then I squeeze a whole lot of lemon in there. Let them soak again, honey. You got to make sure they clean. If you clean your chitlins real good, I don't know if you guys like. I don't even know why I'm talking about it. But if you clean your chitlins real good, when you get ready to go to cook them, and you put your potato in your chitlins, they should not smell bad cooking in your house. If it smell bad while they're cooking, it means you didn't clean them good. Okay, you be enjoy your holiday too. True Black. My daughter is cooking this year. She wanted to give her dad a break this year. I know that's right, Cloud. I'm so glad these young ones is pitching in. It's their time. It's their time, and they don't mind. They be excited about it. You know what I mean? They be excited about it. Absolutely, it's their time. It's time to pass down a tradition. There's some things that they always gonna want their aunties to do. You know what I mean? But we do our little bit because, there's certain ways they like their mac and cheese. Certain ways they like their chitlins. Certain ways they like they even though they can do it, they got the recipe, you know. But it's just the love that you put into it. So I know what you mean, Cloud. It's all about the love, the secret ingredient to making our soul food, or even your holiday, whatever it is, type of holidays foods that you're making. The secret ingredient is love, right? If you pour love into what you're cooking, it's always gonna taste good, right? And that's just the way I see it. So whenever I'm cooking, I'm putting I'm pouring my love in it, right? I'm stirring up my love. That's the secret ingredient, you know and it's always gonna turn out just fine. You put your love into it, it's always gonna turn out fine, you know. And so you don't have nothing to worry about, child. Okay, child. But anyway, let me tell y'all a little secret. So it's the holiday season, right? I don't know what it is about Christmas and Thanksgiving. I have to watch The Godfather books 1, 2, and 3 over and over again. Okay, so today instead of the news, I am while I'm in the process of cleaning my chitlins. I will be watching The Godfather's books 1, 2, and 3. I've already finished one. I'm on book 2 now. As far as the movie go, and after that, I'll be doing book 3. I don't know what that is about The Godfather and the holidays, child. It really gets me going. Okay, I don't be them smoochy holiday movies. I don't be into that, right, child? I be into The Godfather. Okay, that's my version of the holiday smoochy movie. Okay, it is weird, right? But anyway, that's what I like. Oh, and I like the Home Alone movies. Okay, and there's a couple of other ones, but The Godfather is at my number one, right? And then the one about what's his name? You'll shoot your eye out. I like him, for the holiday movies, But other than that, I'm pretty much Godfather. That's what we got on around here, child. Okay, for the holidays. And I don't want to hear no bad news when it comes to the government. I said I'm not watching the news. I need a break. I need a break. Just like I be needing a break for YouTube, I be needing a break from the news. Okay, because the news is a lot more. What is actually going on in the world is a lot more tragic than anything that can go on in the beef sector. Okay. Oh my goodness, we just a year in with this presidency. Child, at the end of 4 years, what is this country gonna look like? Oh my God. And I heard rumblings that they want to impeach him. They need to impeach him, but if they impeach him, shoot, his regime is still intact. You still got J.D. Vance them that you got to deal with, child. That's right, Cloud. I can't deal with a lot of them. I was like, oh my God, they for real, child. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. But anyway, y'all, that's all I got. let me get back to work. I'm going to talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. I really appreciate it. Please hit the like button on your way out the door. Thank you guys for giving me, I'm sure 100 plus likes now. If you came in late, please be part of the replay game. All right, I just want to come in and do my little 1-2 with my little commentary on this holiday season, and now I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a wonderful rest of your week. I'm gonna try to come on at least one more time, before the holiday. You know what I mean? Okay. So anyway, I gotta go. I love you guys in the way that Christ loves you, and I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Bye bye. Peace.